Well, our moms think we're funny.
All right, so let's go with one, two. Hey, everybody, this is Turk182.
And I'm Acomi.
Acomi,
That's me.
we have had quite the day, have we not?
We have.
We've had quite the weekend, have we not?
Yeah, it's been a very interesting weekend.
Yeah, so, I'm not upset by it at all. Sometimes like the weird weekends are the ones that really stick with you. So this has been a very, very interesting weekend.
Yeah.
It's been a somewhat productive weekend too. I have to say that.
Yeah.
We get together, we're doing our recordings for all these different things, and it's been interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a thought, and I wanted to ask you what you think of this thought that I had. Does that make sense? What you think of my thought?
Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted to see what you think of my thought, and tell me whether or not it seems like whether it makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. So I just had this thought, and I actually wrote it down. When you tell someone I love you, you're saying it for them. When you tell someone I hate you, you're saying it for you.
I'd say that by and large that's accurate, yeah.
Because I was just thinking about that. So when you tell someone I love you, you're saying that to make them feel, let them know, because you don't really, if for you don't need to say it out loud to be like, oh yeah, you know what? I actually do. Shell was just saying it at first, but no, now that I think about it, yeah, wow, imagine that. I'm as surprised as you are.
Right.
And when you say I hate you, right, you're not really saying it to them. I mean, like,
That depends.
well, I mean, yeah, but you're really saying it more for you, but like, yeah, I'm letting you know I hate you. I'm letting you know I don't like you at all.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really have to say anything to them, right? But I want you to know that I don't fucking like you.
Yeah, I guess, like, maybe in some cases, you kind of need to drive that point home to the person for them so that they'll change or something. Where it's like, I hate you, and this is going to cause you to be alone for the rest of your life if you don't change.
You're going to have to eat your sandwich all by yourself. I've never understood that line. Like, how did that line make into that song? And it's like, you'll have to eat your lunch all by yourself. Because I'm always like, wait, what? Like, oh no, I gave my lunch. Like, why? Like, who wrote that in the song? Like, I'm writing a song, like, now you have to eat your lunch all by yourself. Take that, bitch. Like, wait, okay.
Teacher.
I kind of got the impression that we were working together, and so we're in the cafeteria. Like, oh, okay, whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah. So, but yeah, just like, yeah, you actually, I want to drive the point home. It's either this or a steak. So.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'd say that, very often if I'm going to tell somebody I hate them, yes, that is for me. But I can see situations where that would be for the other person's benefit of saying, okay, you've already fucking lost me. You're going to wind up losing everybody in your life. So.
We broke up. Get the net. You know what, Comey? If you're not careful, you might just lose me.
So, did you hear about the Scots Encyclopedia? Scots Wikipedia, I mean?
The Scots Wikipedia?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have.
Some 17-year-old who cannot speak the language of the Scots, which I guess is Gaelic,
Okay.
edited
You're Gaelic.
thousands of pages on the Scots Wikipedia of just English with a badly written Scottish accent.
Wow.
You can cross the river in the winter. It's like the best thing ever. I love this kid.
Oh man, that's something right there.
It's hilarious, but it's not even well done. It's not like when Dave Sim writes an accent. It's like, oh yeah, I can actually hear that accent. It's like, no, this is just somebody who does not know what the fuck they're doing.
You miserable beast of burden.
What are you doing in my swamp?
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Yep. So that kind of made my day to hear about.
That's pretty interesting. So, you are quite the fan of 80s music, are you not?
Yeah, I enjoy 80s music.
I enjoy 80s music as well. And I think the thing with the 80s, you have some bands, like I sent you, not too long ago, I sent you a text and I was like, hey, have you ever heard Ordinary World by Duran Duran?
Right.
And you were like, no, I don't think so. I was like, well, it was off an album they did later, like back in the 90s, like, long after like the 80s were over, and they came back and they did this album, and the album was amazing, right? You know?
Yeah.
And I had a lot of really good songs in there. It's a really good album. And it's there's a departure from like your normal Duran Duran stuff, but it's clearly them. It's like they didn't lose their voice. They just kind of like changed their tone a little bit.
Right.
But otherwise though, like a lot of the bands from the 80s, they stayed in the 80s. They may have made other albums, but they pretty much, they peaked in the 80s. They peaked in the 80s with that one album, that one song. And then we look back on them and we're like, they're a bunch of one-hit wonders. And it's like, yeah, maybe, that one hit was really cool. It was like that. I really like that song. Maybe the only song they had. Like, so what's a really good one-hit wonder song? Like,
Take on Me.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Take on Me.
That's like my favorite 80s song.
I was actually thinking I was going to say like Flock of Seagulls, but yeah, Take on Me.
Oh,
right?
Flock of Seagulls is a great example.
Yeah. And we look at them, we're like, it's like, oh man, look at these guys. Like they're, oh shit, I didn't realize I had started already.
Huh?
Sorry, this series, The Vow, about the NXIVM thing, the one from the chick from Smallville got caught up in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a documentary about that.
Oh, yeah,
like,
NXIVM.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, that started already? Yeah, I gotta watch that. I think I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna binge it all, just like I did McMillions.
Yeah.
But you got to watch that because I really want to talk about McMillions. That was like weird as shit. That'll be our replacement for Evil Genius.
I was about to say we still have to like revisit Evil Genius and Wild Wild Country.
I for some reason I thought Evil Genius was much longer than 4 episodes.
Nope, it was a short one.
But Wild Wild Country was like 6 episodes.
It was 6, yeah.
All right. So anyway,
but yeah,
so back to the thing. I'm like, we treat one-hit wonders as if like, oh, you made one song that was really popular for a while and then you never made anything else ever. And for 80 songs, like here we are in 2020 and 80 songs are still popular like 40 years later. I still listen to 80 songs. Like sometimes like, you know what? I just feel like listening to 80s music today.
Yeah.
And I'll put on some 80s music.
Frequently.
I don't really think too many people are like, you know what, I really want to listen to some disco or like I really want to listen to like the music of the 50s, like Sha Na Na. Man, I'm really missing some Sha Na Na. Let me put on their greatest hits. It's only 2 songs, but still. But 80s music, so why do we treat one-hit wonders as if they're failures?
Yeah, that's a weird cultural thing. And maybe it's just because people have such a concept of superstardom. And I guess, like, the stuff that's really in the public eye is the stuff that sells, like, millions of albums and has multiple album releases. But, yeah, like, I never really thought of it as, like, that much of a bad thing. Myself.
Like a one-hit wonder?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we look and we're like, shh. It's that one-hit wonder, and then they make a big thing. It's like here's like the collection of all the one-hit wonder songs. But I'm like, but they achieved something that most of us never haven't achieved at all.
Yeah.
And in some cases, that song was so popular. Like who was it? Sir Mix-a-Lot. Now, Sir Mix-a-Lot's not a one-hit wonder. Technically, people might call him that because that's the one song that most people knew. But but I also know songs like My Posse's on Broadway and stuff like that. But
I've never heard anything like that.
Oh, what? His other songs?
Yeah.
Oh. So, but people look at him and he says, well, but that one song, I'm still getting residuals off of it. I'm still making money. It still nets me X amount of dollars a year. That one song is still going strong like 30 years later.
Yep.
So and what about some of these other one-hit wonders that are out there, like Aha, like Flock of Seagulls? Like they may have not have had another album that was really popular because we always think about they never had another album. It's like, no, you just never heard any of their other albums,
right?
But they had other ones, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think most of those people have like other albums and stuff, and like I know one day out of curiosity I looked up Aha's discography and they've got like quite a lot of albums.
Right. So. But why do we treat them like Aha, you couldn't make another song or another one that hit the top and say, but I made one, which is one more than you did, and I'm still living very well off that one.
Yeah.
And it forced me to make other music, whether they were really popular or not. Somebody out there bought them, and it was songs that I may feel proud of, even though they may not be that one, as opposed to things like songs like "Smells Like Teen Spirit," where like we're so sick and tired of playing that song. I don't want to play that song anymore. I don't want to hear it anymore. You know,
Right.
It's like so. Yeah, I get to make other songs that I like. They may not be as popular as that one, but you know what? I'm kind of sick of that one because it's played nonstop. It's all the time.
It's like, well, I mean, you've pretty much already made your money off of that too,
right?
So you're allowed to experiment. And like that's kind of the same thing. People always give Picasso shit time for the Cubism thing, and they're like, oh, nobody has eyes on the side of your head like that. But it's like if you look at Picasso's stuff from when he was 16, he had photorealism mastered by the time he was 16. So it's like, well, when you already have all the fundamentals of art just nailed down completely by the time you're a teenager, of course you're going to start experimenting.
Right.
So it's like, well, yeah, no, I mean, Cubism might not be your thing, but he's allowed to do that because he's already covered the bases.
Right.
So it's kind of that thing where it's like, okay, well, they've done that successful song. They've done a top-charting pop song, 4 chords, whatever, that, like, matches all the criteria. They can retire off of that. They're allowed to experiment with other stuff.
Yeah. It's like, like I don't need to show you or prove to you I can do it because I've already have. Mm-hmm. So we all know why I can do it. Now I can do some other stuff. Yeah, I completely agree with that statement.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't understand why we treat them horribly, and then it's like, psh, I don't listen to that one-hit wonder. Well, why not? Like, why is that such a bad thing?
Yeah.
Like think about somebody that made like a really cool like building a bridge, and they never like made another one. Did we ever give them shit? Be like, oh yeah, you made one bridge. Ooh, the Hoover Dam. Oh, how many other dams did you make? I made a goddamn. That's just for you. But I mean, like we don't do that with other things, right? Mm-hmm. So why when it comes to music? And we don't even do it with directors. Like, it's like this one guy made like a really good movie, and we don't call him a one-hit wonder. We're like, yeah, these other movies weren't that great, but that one was awesome.
Right.
We don't share that same sentiment towards music.
Yeah, and really people don't do that with painters, because like, Edvard Munch, he did The Scream, but he also did like a million other things that were amazing, and most people don't know about them. But it's like, like pretty much all of his like non-expressionist stuff is great.
So it's weird. That's I think it's kind of odd that we do that to them, and then we act like because they didn't make another album, like the one that they did make was garbage, or one song they did make, it's like, psh.
I hate the idea that people think that bands or artists or whatever can't be experimental, and it's like, well, this is different from their first album. It's like, okay, is there some fucking law that it has to be the same as your first album?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to hear their first album, listen to their first album.
Yeah, agreed. That's kind of odd that I can agree that I don't want it to go too far away, because like if I listen to your album, I really like your sound here. When I go to your next one, I don't want it to sound exactly like it, but I want the things that I like from your first album to be in your second album.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. Because, like, if I hear a band and they sound like Pearl Jam, and that's what draws me to them, and then their next album they sound like the Decemberists, yeah, I'm not going to be too thrilled about that.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, I'm also not going to bitch because it's like, oh, your opening track just did not slap like it did on the first one because it was a different chord set. It's like, okay, how's that even a valid criticism?
Yeah, I think Beck has done a good job with kind of changing his sound from album to album, but not changing it so much that I can't follow along and grow with his changes. Mm-hmm. Same thing with the Gorillaz.
I was just about to say the Gorillaz, yeah.
And Radiohead.
Yeah.
Those are some examples of people that have kind of changed from album to album, but they change enough to where like I can kind of change with them.
Yeah, they have unifying elements.
Yeah.
That carries from thing to thing, and that's really nice.
If you listen to like OK Computer and you go to King of Limbs, they're drastically like different from each other. Mm-hmm. And you kind of have to go from like OK Computer to OK Computer, then Kid A, I think, and then you can go to like In Rainbows, which is still my absolute favorite, hands down. Radiohead. No, I'm sorry. It was crap. After after that, it was. I can see it in my head too, because I actually just talked to a guy not too long ago. I was like, "Hey, remember you said that the album was awesome?" And I said it was garbage. You were right. I was wrong. And this is from a conversation we had like, I don't know, like 8 years ago.
Wow.
And I just messaged him out of the blue. I was listening to the album. I was like, "Hey, you know what? He was right. I was completely off base on that one. It really is good."
Yeah, I don't know their discography.
Hail to the Thief. And there's some really good songs on there. And then, like I said, then In Rainbows I really like, and then King of Limbs is good.
Is it fair to call Smash Mouth a one-hit wonder? I think back in the day they weren't considered.
Wait, you mean
that,
those guys that played at Sturgis recently and helped spread coronavirus? Those guys?
Yeah, the Smash Mouth.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, like, I think back in the day they would have been considered that because they were known for more. But, like, over time I think they've become one-hit wonders because now nobody ever seems to remember the other songs that they did.
Right.
Because, like, when Shrek came, you know, it was All-Star, and that was, like, their super popular thing, but they also did that really nice cover of I'm a Believer. They did Walking on the Sun, you know, like, they had a few other things. But, you know, nowadays, it seems like if you ask people, they only seem to think of them as doing All-Star.
Yeah.
So
that's because All-Star is so played out.
Yeah, it really is. It's very overdone. But
and that was I think that was a lucky song. Like I don't think that any of them ever envisioned it being that popular and having that much of a longevity.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you think so, one of the bands I remember liking a couple of songs from like back when was Fastball. And I've never heard anything else from them. They had The Way, and then they had like another song which I can't think of, and then which I also like, and then nothing. You know, so it's weird to kind of call some of these bands like whenever it's like a true one hit wonder would be someone like Postal Service.
Okay. Postal
Service. We had one album, and then we was like, we're not making any more music. Bam, we're gone. You know, it's like, okay, well, they're a one-hit wonder. But then again, it's not a one-hit wonder per se. Like, we wonder how they ever got popular or wonder whatever happened to them. It's like, we know what happened to them. They made one album. They were like, okay, we're good. And then we're gone. So I was just thinking about that because I'm like, it's so unfair, especially where, again, folks in maybe more 80s groups that say that because they just had the one hit, it was like they were lucky. Like that's what the thing is. Like you were lucky, and you just had to happen to hit the right notes or whatever. It's like yeah, but even if they were lucky, I was lucky enough to make a song that somehow still resonates like 40 years later.
Yeah, that like people still love. I mean, I would argue that even people who are multi-hit wonders are still lucky. Like you just happen to be at the right place in the right time, and you just happen to have figured out a formula that people pretty consistently like. But that doesn't make you better than the people who only do one-hit wonders. Mm-hmm. Would Level 42 be considered a one-hit wonder with Something About You?
I don't know Level 42.
You don't know Something About You by Level 42?
I don't even know what the fuck Level 42 is.
Oh, that's a great song. That's an 80s song.
Sing a little bit of it.
If ever our love was concealed, no one could save it. We didn't feel a million things.
I have never heard that song before.
Never heard that song? It's a really good 80s song.
No. Okay, I will say Tarzan Boy. I like Tarzan Boy.
Yeah, that's totally one hit wonder.
That's definitely a one-hit wonder. There's no doubt about that. Tarzan Boy is a one-hit wonder. I would be tempted to say the Soft Cell, Tainted Love, yeah, is a one-hit wonder. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's.
I would think of that as a one-hit wonder. Yeah.
OMD, I would also say is a one-hit wonder.
OMD, what did they do?
Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. That's the name of the band. Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. Shit. What is their song? It's a good song, too. I now have to look it up. Man, see what you're making me do? You should know this stuff, man. I thought you knew your 80s music.
I typically do, but...
Damn it, Janet. I'm just going to say it again for like the umpteenth time. Is like, yes, this has been a bad memory weekend for me. It's like I didn't take my brain pills. Okay, it was spelled if I could spell too. If You Leave.
Oh, yeah. Touch you once, touch you twice.
And a third time, and again. Oh my god, this feels so good.
Please don't tell the press, they'll cancel me. Yeah, no, that's a good song.
She's sleeping. Orchestral Moves in Dark is definitely, I would say, like a one-hit wonder.
Would you think You Spin Me Right Round would be a one-hit wonder?
Dead or Alive? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay. No, most definitely.
Because I can't think of anything else that they did.
I can't either. It's bad that there are some bands that, I was getting some 80s music once. I was liberating it, and I was like, I don't know that damn song. I never even heard this group. And then later on, I was like, oh man, I looked at who was that? I was like, oh, that's what that is? I was like, oh shit, now I gotta go try to find it again. Here's one that
Somebody's Watching Me, Rockwell.
Oh yeah,
that's a one-hit wonder.
Oh, most definitely. Oh my god.
Lawyers in Love, I would consider that a one-hit wonder.
If it wasn't for Michael Jackson singing the hook on Somebody's Watching Me, that with his fake ass British accent.
And who's watching me now? Who? The IRS?
Why does he sound? Why does he sound like Vincent Price when you do it? It's like a dragon. Like, oh, who's watching me now? The IRS.
Because anytime I do a stupid voice, I go for the Dracula.
Blah blah. I was thinking of.
I want to do Dracula Sings the 80s, just do an entire cover album. So look at what you've done to this rock and roll town.
You spin me the right bound, baby, the right bound, like a record, baby. What about Tapow?
Tapow. What do they do? I do better with song titles than with the bands.
I'm sorry, I just had to say it like that because of the whole Method Man thing I talked about before, Tikal. So I just had to say Tapow. She did the song Heart and Soul. Give a little bit of Heart and Soul. Or I guess it's a band, not really a chick.
Damn, I'm blanking on that one.
I know you do.
I'm sure I know it. I'm blanking on what that would be. Is that...
Give a little bit of Heart and Soul, give a little bit of Love to Grow, Don't You Make Me Beg for More. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure I'd know it if I actually heard it, yeah.
Well, yeah, sure, but I'm not singing it. Fuck you.
I'll get the karaoke going.
Yeah. Oh, that's what we should do. We should do Our Moms Think We're Funny karaoke. That'd be awesome.
I could kind of tear up Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
I could tear it up too. Not in a good way.
I could kind of own on that.
Yeah, I can't. No, I couldn't do that at all.
And once upon a time, I was pretty good at hitting the high note on Take On Me, but I don't know if I still got that. What else? This is not familiar to me.
Yeah, it's going to come to you in a minute.
Huh. Yeah.
No, you don't know the song at all?
I don't know the song, yeah. This is a totally new one to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm really surprised that, I don't know this. Because it feels like it should be familiar to me.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Wow. I am so surprised.
I'm pretty surprised about you not knowing Something About You.
Something About You.
Yeah. Love the Level 42 song, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look up Level 42 because I have never heard of them before at all.
Drawn into the stream of
Run Through the Nights, Dance with the Shadows. Wait, hold on. Wait, that part sounds a little familiar there.
These diamond dreams, they can't
disguise
the truth.
Is that Lessons in Love or Leaving Me Now?
No, that's
Something
about you. Yeah.
Sorry. So I'm looking at things.
There's something about you.
I do know that song.
Yeah.
I like that song. That song's awesome.
Oh, I thought you know it. No,
I didn't know it the way you were singing.
Hey, I'm just doing a shit job singing tonight because I'm really tired.
How can it be? Yeah, I know that.
That's the verse. I was like,
well, if you had done that part, I would have gotten it. Because the way you're making it, I was like, man, I don't know no fucking ballady ass love song shit. And it's like,
yeah, the verse starts out slow and then it picks up in the chorus, and I'm just doing a shit job singing tonight because, yeah.
It's like, yeah, I don't listen to no soft ass shit. Oh, you don't listen to soft ass shit, and it's because it's you. You're the Rocket Man. you have seen The Rock.
The Rock, no.
With Nicolas Cage. So
No,
that's
not
what we
yet.
didn't mention was The Rock with Nicolas Cage. It's when he faces off against Tony Todd, and he asks him if he's listening to any Elton John, and he's like, I don't listen to any soft ass shit. He's like, oh, you don't listen to any soft ass shit, and then he's like, yeah, I ask because it's you. You're the Rocket Man. He fires off a rocket, hits him in the chest with it.
Rick Astley.
Rick Astley had like 3 or 4 songs, man.
What did he do besides the Rick roll?
What?
The Rick roll, you know.
Rick Astley had like, dude, he had Never Going to Give You Up.
Yeah, that's
and
the
then he
big
had Together Forever.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I forgot all about that.
And then he had one more song that I remember too.
Together forever. Yeah, okay.
And don't you know I would move heaven and earth to be together forever with you.
Yeah, okay. So I'll retract that.
Okay, good.
It's 3:30 in the morning. No, I don't have all my brain cells firing here.
We did just watch The Visitor, so
God,
that sucked
yeah.
a lot out of me.
That-
I actually think my brain is still leaking out of my ear.
Yep.
We should have watched City of the Living Dead.
We should have.
Yeah.
I need to stop going for my second or third choice because always fucks us up in the long run.
But so even when we talk about these bands, right? Even like people like Rockwell and shit like that. Well, again, so I think bands like artists like Rockwell who only just really had that one song, like that's a true one-hit wonder because like you had no talent at all. You just somehow were lucky enough to make a song. And I'll tell you the guy who I don't like, even though I actually do like his song. I gotta think of the name of the song now. Was it Coming Home? I think it's called Coming Home.
Coming Home?
Yeah.
You're not thinking Earth Below Us. Oh, that's Major Tom.
Is it called Major Tom?
Yeah.
That's even fucking worse. That is called Major Tom.
Yeah,
that's
Major
even
Tom.
fucking worse because you're making a song of somebody else's song that was really popular, and then you're like, hey, I'm gonna make a song off of their song and be popular, and you're gonna name it after the main person in their song. Like you're just ripping off their song.
Yeah, but it's a good ass song.
That's
man.
just Slavery with extra steps. I mean, like,
No, I like that Major Tom song. That's
it's a good song. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
still, you are ripping off somebody else's like really good song.
Yes.
I mean, you're just anacondaing that song. Really, that's all you're doing. Without using the beat. So at least there's a little bit more creativity in your version than in a regular version. But yeah, you really are you're just anacondaing that song.
Yeah, I feel like they're just two very different experiences. Like, Bowie's is very contemplative and...
But I wrote the character in the song. And
Yeah.
you'd be like, now I'm going to write a song about your same character, and then I'm actually going to name it after your character.
But is it a ripoff or is it paying tribute?
Well, I don't know. Let's see if I were to make my own like Superman character, and I'm gonna say, well, I'm also gonna write about him. But now I'm gonna tell about the people on on Krypton. Where you're like, yeah, we're so glad that fucking baby's gone. It's like it's so awesome. It's like, wait, I thought we shot him into the sun. No, he's gonna up on that planet instead. Oh, fuck, boom! And then, it'll be like, and I start selling that, and it becomes really popular. I don't think DC's gonna be like, oh, we love your tribute. They'll be like, you owe us money, bitch. I mean, like, what? It's a tribute. You should be happy.
I think of Brightburn as more of a tribute than a ripoff.
Yeah, but they don't actually use, I mean, it's very clear. They're like, oh, I see exactly what you're going for, but we don't say, he came from Krypton.
Yeah, okay. Okay. No, mine's different, because theirs goes do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and mine goes do-do-do-do-do-do-do, so it's totally different song, yeah, okay.
You forgot the ch, because it's the ch that makes it different. But...
I mean, like, he's an alien from another planet with superpowers who flies and has heat vision, and his name is alliteration, and he has a superhero emblem on his chest, and he likes the color red. Totally different character, I guess.
Right, but you haven't called any of the things that actually says that's who he is.
Okay.
Now, if you called your movie like
Evil
Evil Superman, right, then that's something. He blatantly said, hey, my song's called Major Tom, and it's about Major Tom.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it myself.
I just think it's kind of a dick move.
I mean, if somebody wrote a song called The Adventures of Creepo the Fuckboy, I wouldn't be upset.
I would, because that means that more like he's the only person that's ever heard about Creepo the Fuckboy. And I said everyone's gonna be. He's like, yeah, I wrote that. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's completely my character.
I don't know. Did the guy ever claim ownership of Major Tom?
Was David Bowie?
No, not David Bowie. The guy who wrote the other Major Tom song.
Do you have to claim? Well, you wrote the song. You're making money off of it.
Okay, but
you call it Major Tom.
It's not like he's saying that it's his idea.
It doesn't matter though. You're capitalizing off somebody else's idea.
Yeah, Stan Lee did it for years.
But they worked for him. He didn't work for David Bowie. But like
Stan Lee claimed ownership of Captain America.
Again, though, the people that helped contribute to that, like, they work for him.
Stan Lee was 8 when Jack Kirby created Captain America.
When it came over to Marvel, then he's the one that was like, hey, I'm going to freeze him in ice for a while and then thaw him.
Yeah, and then he said, yeah, I created Captain America.
Yeah.
That he was 8 when Jack Kirby created. Yeah, people do this shit for years.
Well, I mean, some people probably don't know that Stan Lee actually did some of the in-between work on some of the early Captain America comic books.
Did he now? That sounds like something you're making up here.
Yes, he did the in-between work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is something you're making up here.
The in-between work.
I get it, sir.
No, are you sure now?
I get it.
Are you sure?
I get it, sir. God, eventually the wrong person is going to catch on.
Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, it's not really right for us to do jokes like this in the podcast. Inside jokes these people don't know and that we're never going to explain.
Someday we'll explain.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Someday we'll be rich and famous enough. You know, if you want us to explain, make us rich and famous. Because once we're like rich and famous enough to afford a hell of a good lawyer, we'll tell all these fucking stories.
I will drop all kinds of secrets.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck this guy too.
I'll drop secrets like it was a mixtape. Oh. Wait, back to the whole thing. Like, you know, the one-hit wonders are really, really, well, not to say really, really good songs, but they're really good songs.
Is Ice Ice Baby a one-hit wonder? I mean, he also did Ninja Rap.
But he only had that one album, though, didn't he?
Did he?
I don't really know. I mean, here's the thing. I'm going to say that Vanilla Ice only had one album. I dare anyone to contradict me and say he had 2 albums. And I'm going to say, how do you know? And they're going to say, because I bought the... You know what? I think you're right. He did only have one album. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, he only had one album.
Yeah, I'd have to Wikipedia that shit. And I'm not going to.
But I think the people that really deserve to be called one-hit wonders are the ones that became famous that really just couldn't... It was like, it was pure blind luck. Like pure blind luck that they had that one album and then they just couldn't do anything else after that. Like when you look at him, like I said, like a Rockwell who has no talent at all. Mm-hmm. You know, he can't sing, he can't do anything. He only had really just that one song. That's it.
Yeah.
So if you have like someone like that, I'm like, that's a one-hit wonder. I really wonder how they became like famous. Like how they got that. People that were really good artists maybe only had one really strong song. That's different.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, no, I mean, I've never understood the negative stigma with it because, I mean, most of the one-hit wonders, or I will say this, most of the 80s songs I really, really dig are one-hit wonders. Not all, because, I mean, you know I'm a huge fan of Journey, of Def Leppard, of Genesis.
Well, you know me, so me, like you said, me, Duran, Huey Lewis and the News.
Oh, yeah. Both brilliant.
Yeah, Bananarama. So I'm just being honest here, you know.
I don't listen
Expose.
to I don't listen to as much of them, but yeah.
Oh, dude. I'm gonna be honest too. Like, I like the songs. I thought the girls were kind of hot. You know, that pulled me in. But I mean, you can't ignore Venus.
Venus is great.
Yeah,
She's got it.
yeah, and
Baby, she's got it.
and then of course, let's see. It's not Venus. What's the song that they the one from American Dad from the Generalissimo episode that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
That's not Venus that they're singing at the end of that, is it?
I don't think so. Shit, what is that other song of theirs?
Yeah, but I believe that's a Bananarama song too.
I think you're right.
So, yeah, man. I mean, I love my 80s music. You know, kind of like you, I was, you know, kind of there during the 80s when that hit. It's not Cruel Summer either.
I'm a big fan of Love Shack.
Okay. What about a song like Asia, Heat of the Moment?
I don't know any other Asia songs, so
I don't either. That's racist, yo.
That's a hell of a good song though.
Mm-hmm.
Catch a pearl and ride the dragon's wings.
So yeah, you've got that. Cutting Crew, I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight.
Ooh, yeah. That's a really good song.
You know, here's a song I really like, and it's not like me at all to like this kind of a song, but Double, Captain of Her Heart. I like that song a lot. Mm-hmm. It's like, never wait another day for. Okay.
See, I like 80s love songs. I know you don't really listen to that kind of stuff, but like I love like Chicago Inspiration.
I love Chicago.
Chicago's great.
You know I love Chicago.
Yeah,
Fuck
Chicago's
you, Greg.
great. Yeah, Chicago's great. Peter Cetera. I like his stuff. I like Glory of Love, Karate Kid 2 soundtrack, man.
Of course, you like Karate Kid 2 soundtrack.
I liked Glory of Love before I ever saw Karate Kid 2.
And that's what made you like Karate Kid 2.
Yeah, well.
All right, so Swing Out Sister with Breakout.
I don't think I know that one.
Oh, you know Breakout. I know you do.
I probably do. But it's so often I just don't know the names of these songs.
Well, that's one of the hard parts about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know this one. I like it.
Yeah, see. So, yeah, I've never heard anything else by them. They just swung completely out, sister. Like, I don't know.
Shit, I feel like I've got some songs written down in my notes, because anytime I hear a new song from the 80s that I haven't heard before, I try to jot it down.
Alive and Kicking?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's a good song, too, man. Oh, see, man, what else do you have? Like, and I've never,
we could just Google One Hit Wonders.
We could. If I have heard anything else from Paul Young, I don't know it, but Every Time You Go Away, you take a piece of it. Yeah, love that song. That's a great song.
Yeah, that's pretty tight.
Timbuk 3, Future So Bright, I Gotta Wear Shades. I'm pretty sure they never went anywhere else after that.
But you got to admire their enthusiasm.
Dream Academy, Life in a Northern Town.
That one I don't know as well.
You know.
Maybe?
You don't know that one?
Yeah, that was starting to sound familiar.
Okay. Politics of Dancing by Reflex.
Yeah.
The Fix, One Thing Leads to Another. And Emotion with Obsession. What do you want me to make you sleep with me? Yeah, come on.
Can we consider the Michael Jackson, Paul McCartney, Say 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 to be a one-hit wonder because they didn't really collaborate that much? I know you don't care for the story behind it because Paul McCartney was kind of a son of a bitch about the whole thing, but...
You know, well, so, yeah...
Well, I mean, I guess they also did The Girl Is Mine, so they technically did those two songs, but beyond that, they didn't really collaborate that I'm aware of.
No, I don't really think so that they did. And you know, I like Say 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 more than A Girl Is Mine.
Same here.
And Say Say Say, I think, was on McCartney's album, and Girl Is Mine was on Jackson's album, which kind of sucks. But Erasure with Chains of Love.
Yep.
The Kinks, Come Dancing. I love Come Dancing.
That's
such an awesome song.
But the Kinks also did Lola, so that wasn't really a one-hit wonder.
I'll agree. Okay, I'll give you that. This guy, You Belong to Me by some guy named Glenn Fry. Have you ever heard of anything else by Glenn Fry?
No.
I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. Glenn Fry? Is it Fry or is it Frey? Because it looks like it's spelled Frey. It's F-R-E-Y.
I think I've always pronounced it Frey.
Yeah, Glenn Frey.
I pronounce stuff really badly.
This guy definitely is a one-hit wonder. I've never heard of him before. Fucking Glenn Frey. And by the way, we are definitely joking. We know exactly who Glenn Fry is. I'm not an idiot. Our House by Madness.
Oh yeah.
You've got the Vapors turning Japanese. I don't think I've ever heard anything else by the Vapors.
That's totally the only thing they've done.
Yeah, and that's a song you could not get away with today.
Hell no.
Like we would let it get away like now, you know. But
oh god.
Yeah, no. Like it's like, oh, it was made back in '80, so we'll let it pass. But yeah. No, we're not making that.
Yeah, no, I don't. You couldn't do that at all. I don't think you could do One Night in Bangkok anymore.
No.
Is that a one-hit wonder? I don't know anything else about it.
Well, it's from the play.
Oh,
so yeah, I think that kind of gets. I
know there was that extra music video where ABBA danced to it.
The Thomas Dolby, She Blinded Me with Science.
Yeah,
I think he's done other songs, but I couldn't tell you any of them.
Oh man, you could hold a gun to my head. I wouldn't know anything beyond that.
M with pop music. Talk about pop music.
Yeah.
Spandau Ballet. I can't say anything about Spandau Ballet because I love True, and my ex and I had like a not really a running joke, but we had like this kind of thing because of that and Modern Family and this other kind of thing. So, of course, if anyone's ever watched Modern Family, which I'd never watched it, I've only really seen that episode, and she showed it to me, and it was kind of like a thing with us. But if you guys have ever seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. It's a really cool episode. It's really funny. So yeah, there you go. Crowded House, Don't Dream It's Over. But I think Crowded House had other songs too.
That I'm not too sure about, but probably so.
Well, I mean, so here's technically a one-hit wonder, but it's not really.
Okay.
Till Tuesday with Voices Carry. Which is a great song.
Yeah.
But then Amy Mann went on to have a very successful solo career. So the band was a one-hit wonder, but she on her own was not. But I really think you can count that because so many people break from their band and become like a solo artist. So.
Yeah.
Peter Gabriel's a prime example of that.
That's a great example of
that. Baltimore with Tarzan Boy.
Yep.
Speaking of great examples of that, the Power Station was Some Like It Hot.
Yep.
And then Robert Palmer went on to do his own thing.
Yep.
Simply Irresistible. Human League with their song Human.
They did some other stuff though, like Don't You Want Me Baby.
Oh yeah. Forget about that one.
That's a great song. I love the music video for that one too.
Cutting Crew. I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight.
Yep. I think we mentioned that one.
Okay, how about this one? Johnny Hates Jazz with Shattered Dreams.
I have never heard that one.
You've never heard Shattered Dreams? I know you have, dude.
Shattered Dreams?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I immediately recognize that synth. That synth riff, yeah.
Shattered dreams, feel like I could run away from this high note. I can't hit that.
Did we mention Sunglasses at Night?
Corey Hart. No, I don't think we have, no.
Yeah, because that's definitely a one-hit wonder.
Climby Fisher with Love Changes Everything.
Okay.
Definitely one. Kaja Gugu with Too Shy.
Oh. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I haven't thought about that song in a long time.
No, what's the matter, Acomi? You too shy. Oh man, Thompson Twins. You can't consider a one-hit wonder because they had several songs that I really like by the Thompson Twins. Yeah, I don't know if they ever had another album, or maybe like they had several albums, but like I just think that all their good songs being on one album. But like them. You know what's really weird on I'm looking at just this 80s playlist that I created on my phone. That's not everything, just like a quick 80s playlist I have. You know what I have on here? Holiday in Cambodia by Dead Kennedys.
Wow.
It's an 80s song. It doesn't really fit the whole 80s trend. Like I'm going like poppy and synthy and all saying it's a holiday in Cambodia. But it's an 80s song and I do love it, man. Pol Pot. Let's see.
Yeah, see, like, I don't have a playlist. I'm just going through like my notes right now, but
Yeah, so I mean, that's yeah. I'm maybe the thing is like all these songs are really good songs, and I don't. Some of these guys I don't know, and like I'm thinking about like how many of these guys were just. Do I feel like they were just lucky, right? Like I don't really know, except for Rockwell. He's the only one I can think of that I'm like, yeah, you were just lucky.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the rest of these people really had some serious talent. Did I mention M with pop music?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you mentioned them.
And yeah, so I purposely left off after the fire de Commissar.
I was gonna ask about that.
I left it off because because the whole Falco thing. You like the Falco version. I'd never heard the Falco version.
Yeah.
And until I was watching that thing about him, and I was like, no, he didn't do that. And you're like, yeah. And then like later that year, like a year later, these guys did a song, and they made it even more popular than his version. I'm like, I never heard his version before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the After the Fire version is great because you can actually sing along with it. It's in English, and it's a good, it's a strong song. But, the Falco version is fun because it's all about Der Kommissar, so of course him singing it in his language is just like, yeah, that kind of gives it this air of legitimacy to it.
All right, what about Nina?
99 Luftballons?
Yeah.
I guess I could consider that a one-hit wonder, although she does have, like, the German version and the English version.
Yeah, but, I mean, have you ever heard anything else from her?
No.
No, me neither.
She's fairly attractive.
Was.
I'd probably still do her.
Really?
Probably.
Probably?
I'd still do Debbie Harry, dude.
Well, I mean, that's understandable. But I'm just curious, man. Just, okay.
I mean, I'm just saying probably. I'd have to actually look at a super modern picture of her.
Well, I feel about me some Susan Sarandon.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just saying, I completely understand. I'm not knocking you for any of that, man.
The song Rebel Yell, would that be a one-hit wonder?
The Billy Idol song?
Oh, Billy Idol, yeah, he's not a one-hit wonder.
Huh.
And we've had the conversation before, Mr. Mister's not a one-hit wonder.
No, Mr. Mister's nowhere near one-hit wonder.
I always think he is because Kiri.
Yeah, but no. He had, Mr. Mister had Broken Wings, and it'd be like calling Toto a one-hit wonder. Like,
yeah.
You can't do that.
Well,
I mean, you can.
You could, but no, they've got Africa and Rosanna.
Yeah.
Rosanna, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at just this like little playlist I have here of different bands, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can't really find anybody else on here that I'm saying these guys feel like to me like they were just lucky to even have made a good song. Mm-hmm. Even someone like the Buggles, they had like Video Killed the Radio Star, but then you also had like, was it Mexican Radio? So
all I know of theirs is Video Killed the Radio Star, but that's just me.
Okay, what about Big Country, which the song In the Big Country, which I'm like, did you write the song first, or did you name the band first? So,
ooh, I feel a sneeze coming on.
Okay.
Fun.
ABC with When Smokey Sings.
Yeah.
Definitely one-hit wonder.
I'd say so,
okay.
Yeah. We're going to get, like, the biggest ABC fan in the world. It's just going to, like, chew us to pieces.
You know what? If that happened, I would be really surprised. Because it means that one person somehow found our podcast. I'm like, I don't know how you did it, man, but kudos.
I mean, the stars and planets will align for us.
Well, that'd be fantastic if they somehow just align just for that one thing. I'm just gonna say, if you're gonna make a big deal about it, make a big deal about it. Yes.
I'm still just looking. Every once in a while, I'll have like a little list of songs and have like no context to them. So I'm just like looking over them, like, oh, are these actually one-hit wonders or not?
But so there are a lot of them I left off, but we were just talking about that. I didn't mention because I know they're not like
right.
Like Culture Club, obviously I didn't mention that. Cyndi Lauper, I didn't mention her.
Well,
didn't mention the Bangles. Didn't mention the Go-Go's.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nothing from Billy Joel, obviously.
Well, nothing from The Stranger. Just 80s Joel. Like, we just do 80s Joel.
Yeah, I guess that's probably the majority of like the one-hit wonders that I know right off the top of my head. I'm sure if I like sat down and really puzzled over it for a while, I'd probably be able to come up with more.
Yeah, I mean, this. Well, that's the thing. Like when the real '80s bands that you don't really remember, the ones we really consider one-hit wonders, like I can't really think of them because they really are just that. They're the one-hit wonders, and I'm like, I don't really like who are you guys? It's like what's that song like? Oh yeah, I know the song, but I don't know the name of it. You know, it's like I don't know the name of the song, but I know the song. Like, oh yeah, I can hum it. So that's interesting. What?
Come On Eileen? Would that be considered a one-hit wonder?
Oh, see, is that Dexy's Midnight Runners?
Dexy's Midnight Runners?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, that's a good song.
Oh, they got beat by the B Sharps for a Grammy, so I mean, these guys aren't anything. If the B Sharps beat you for a Grammy, then yeah.
Funky Town?
What that, hold on, Lips Incorporated? See, I always take them as being a 70s band, not an 80s band.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, thanks to Towley, that song will always have a place in my heart.
Yep.
That and because I remember somebody was singing that song once, and they thought the lyrics were Taco Body, that's just fantastic.
Taco
Body.
Safety Dance.
Oh, see, is that Men Without Hats or Men Without Hats? So, yeah, Safety Dance, yeah.
I'd say so, because I don't know anything else they did.
I don't know either.
Oh, Mickey? Did she do anything else?
Oh, hold on, I gotta think of her name. She's in that movie we gotta watch too, Rockula.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit, what is her name?
That's not Tony Basil, is it?
Yes, Tony Basil. Thank you.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
Yeah, her and Dean Cameron in Rockula.
Yeah, I don't know too much else of what she did.
I think that's it, man. That's all she did.
That
video is so weird to look at. Like, the cheerleaders are weird. Like, I mean, I get what she was going for, but then she gets in front of the camera and she's doing this weird, like movements and everything. Like she's doing the robot, but it's like a wind-up robot. I'm like, I don't get, like...
Cocaine was a hell of a drug.
Yeah, most definitely.
I Want Candy.
Hold on. Oh, I know the name of that band. Hold on. Give me a minute. Sugar Snaps. Crap. It's got something with like sunlight in the name or something like that.
No.
Hold on. Damn it.
Give up.
Give me the first letter.
B.
The bitches.
Bitchy and the bitches.
Shit, no, that's not helping me out any. B. Alright, what's the, hold on. Give me the first initial, second word.
First initial, the second word is W.
Okay, Bow Wow Wow.
Aha!
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Oh, dude, here's a good one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Pac-Man Fever by Buckner and Garcia.
Oh, that is definitely a one-hit wonder.
Not so, because they also have Do the Donkey Kong.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they don't.
And they also have Froggy's Lament.
No, they definitely were a one-hit wonder.
Come on and do the Donkey Kong.
I've never heard that song before.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm so thankful. I've never heard that song before.
It's so shitty, and I love it. I love Do the Donkey Kong.
That sounds absolutely horrible.
It's amazing. It's amazing in all the best possible ways.
It's, wait for it, amazing!
Pick the hammer up and then you put the fire out. Now we think you know what Donkey Kong is all about.
Okay, you can stop any minute now. I'm serious. Just grind to a halt there.
Oh, it's so good. Can't believe you don't know Do the Donkey Kong.
I am so thankful I've never heard that song before in my life. In fact, before I go to bed, I'm gonna like chug like 2 beers to make sure I never remember that song existed.
All right, well, I found a top 100 list of one-hit wonders, but there's nothing on here that.
You all right there?
Yeah, here's one of the top 100 '80s one-hit wonders called "Johnny, Are You Queer" by Josie Cotton.
Johnny, are you what? I'm telling you right now, I don't cotton to that at all. Oh.
Yep, one-hit wonder right there.
And then the reply song is like, "What business of it is yours?"
Who asked you, bitch? By Johnny. Oh, Party All the Time, Eddie Murphy.
Guy. So
I mean, it's not he's not talented. It's just
I can't call Party All the Time a one hit wonder because he had that follow up song later on that he did. Oh shit. Yeah, I can't call that one. I can't think of the name of the song, but yeah, he had a follow up.
I think the fact that you can't think of the other song proves that it was a one hit wonder.
Well, it's Eddie Murphy though, so I mean,
well, yeah, and he was a big shot, but he was a big shot with like comedy and movies and stuff, not so much music.
No, maybe he made a couple of songs. Party All the Time like charted, man.
It did.
I mean, so yeah.
Key Largo, Bernie Higgins.
I don't know that one.
You don't know? We had it all, just like Bogey and Bacall.
Nope. Oh,
it's definitely not your style.
Betty Davis Eyes.
Oh shit, yeah! God damn, that slaps.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, the boys think she's a spy.
I see. I was thinking of damn it, they died. Yeah. Betty Davis Eyes. See, that's what I was thinking of.
Axel F.
Oh, Harold Faltermeyer?
Yep.
Nah, because he's done other like music for movies, man.
Well, yeah, he has, but like nobody knows it. That's my point.
Oh.
Aha has done numerous albums, but only people know Take on Me.
But because he does like music for movies, like a Hans Zimmer, like oh yeah, I know that song. It goes. Brum, 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 brum. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, but I can hum Axel F. I can't hum anything else that he's done.
Okay, all right. I guess I can kind of give you that.
Yeah, so I'll throw out to the listeners, if you can hum me along another Harold Faltermeyer song besides Axel F., I will totally retract that.
Okay, so here's one. It's actually a band I like, but they're one-hit wonders. Not in the sense we were talking about, like, I wonder how they got, but they're one-hit wonders. Pet Shop Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I love the song West End Girls. You know?
Absolutely.
If, when, why, what, how much have you got?
Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah.
I like West End Girls a lot. Your Love, The Outfield? Would that be one-hit wonder?
I know that song. I know the Outfield, but
I just want to use your love tonight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good song, and
that's a great song.
Yeah, and see, we already tossed out Men at Work, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Putting on the Ritz, Taco.
Oh yeah, Taco.
That's a great one-hit wonder.
That is a great one. Now I'm gonna put that up there with. I wonder how, he just stumbled upon something that. Because when we watch the music video, that is so just, it's like the way he's moving around, if you go where you don't know where to go. It's like this kind of, like spectral thing where he's like looking all weird-eyed and shit in there.
He didn't compose the song. His is a cover, but like...
Right, but like the fact, I'm saying he like did a cover of a song and he just happened to do it in this like weird enough way that it was like...
It's totally
somewhat unique, yeah.
Yeah, like nobody thinks of like Fred Astaire doing a version of it or whoever did it before Fred Astaire. It's like there were several people who covered it, but it's like, it's his song. Just like how nobody thinks of Soul Man as like Sam and Dave's song. It's the Blues Brothers song.
Well, I think of both of them, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay, what about Simply Red?
Simply Red. Probably? I'm trying to remember...
I would not consider UB40 a one-hit wonder.
Mm.
They had a lot of really good songs.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't consider them. But Simply Red, I think I could say that they were a one-hit wonder.
Break My Stride, Matthew Wilder. Did he do other stuff?
Not that I know of.
That's a pretty fun song.
Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Oh, what's the guy that did the song? Shit, I know the song too. It's what?
Oh, sorry. I'm like I said, I'm going down this list.
I was gonna say, what's the white guy that I thought was a black guy?
I'm sorry to say that doesn't narrow it down too much for me.
Yeah, the white guy that I thought was a black guy.
I know who you're talking about, but I'm blanking on the name.
Yeah. I don't see none of my feet.
How about It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls?
I put that more of a 70s song.
Yeah, it was 1982.
Really?
Yeah.
For some reason, I always think that was 70s. I was like, I always see that in my head. It's a disco song.
I mean, early 80s definitely was still, like, pulling off disco influences.
Yeah. So...
Oh, Harden My Heart by Quarter Flash. I don't know anything.
What the hell is a Quarter Flash? I mean, I'm not trying to... I'm like, really, like, where do you get a name like Quarter Flash? Like, does it have some kind of, like, connection or relevance to something else?
Man in Motion?
Oh, yeah, Man in Motion.
That's a great one, I wonder.
Yeah. The girl I used to work with used to like play that song every day at the beginning of work and sing it. And I think she just called the Same Old Fire song. I was like, it's called Man in Motion.
Go be a man in motion.
All I need is a pair of wheels.
We did I Just Died in Your Arms. We already talked about that.
Yep.
Pass the Dutchie, Musical Youth.
Oh, Pass the Dutchie to the left-hand side.
Oh, Electric Avenue, Eddie Grant's.
He had other songs, but that's the only one because he was actually had songs before that, albums before that.
Yeah.
But that's the only one I can think of. Because, you know what I was kind of thinking of for a minute there was Ray Parker Jr. But then he had all those other songs he did for those movies that weren't Ghostbusters.
Yep.
So I can't really... But he
8675309, of course.
Is that Tommy Two-Tone?
Tommy Two-Tone.
Yeah, he's definitely one.
Definitely. See, you already talked about Too Shy. Relax.
No, but Frankie Goes to Hollywood?
Yeah.
That's Frankie Goes to freaking Hollywood, man.
I don't know anything else they did.
I don't either. But I finally got, after years and years and years, I finally got a Frankie Goes to Hollywood Relax t-shirt. And
Relax.
And the thing is, I don't know why I always wanted one. And I finally got one. And I'm like, I love it. And it's like, I don't know why that was so important to me. But it was, and it is, and I have one. So
I don't know if I would consider Twisted Sister a one-hit wonder.
Not at all.
We're not going to take it as definitely their best known, but they've done other stuff besides that.
Yeah, Dee Snider's done tons of great things.
Oh, I love Dee Snider.
So
yeah, that helped a lot. That was a lot of stuff that I wasn't even thinking about.
Adam Ant.
Oh yeah, Goody Two Shoes.
Yeah.
Goody Two
And see, and so there's Adam Ant, and there's Adam and the Ants. Same guy, just change the name. But then there's let's see, he did Goody Two Shoes, and he did another one I can't think of right now.
Yeah, well that's the thing. It's like, it's okay if they do it, but if we can't think of it, then that means they're a one-hit wonder. Stray Cat Strut.
By hold on. Brian Setzer of the Stray Cats.
Yeah.
And he went on later to do the Brian Setzer Orchestra, and he started doing swing music. So I would not technically consider, well, I mean, I guess the Stray Cats, yes. Brian Setzer, no.
Fair enough. So it's like a partial one-hit wonder.
Yeah, I would give it that.
Shit, there's a lot of stuff that I've never heard of.
What about this band Van Hollen? Have you ever?
Fuck right off, dude.
What? I'm just being funny, man. I'm just screwing around. Damn, you took that kind of seriously. Damn, brother, you seem easily upset.
Oh shit, what was that song? I Think We're Alone Now. Was that a one-hit wonder?
Was that Tiffany?
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Yeah, and that was a cover.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, with her mall rock. I mean, I'm not trying to put anybody down, but when you do like a tour of malls to promote your album, that's when I gotta be like, oh. But I think that's how like the Backstreet Boys, some of them got probably they did like mall tours.
I wouldn't doubt it. I love that song.
Yeah, yeah, Tiffany.
Greatest American Hero. Believe it or not.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's totally a one-hit wonder.
I can't think of anything else that like who even did that song?
That was done by Joey Scarberry.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, I know that guy. He painted my house last year. Being a dick.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit I don't recognize on this list.
So here's something I don't like is so I just if I pull up like a list, I just Google a list of like 80s, right? Top 50s bands of the 80s. So Prince is on there. Well, Prince actually started in the 70s. I get that you talk about like he has some really good songs or albums in the 80s, but okay. Iron Maiden, 80s band. I get it. Pixies, okay. The Cure, okay. Rush is not an 80s band. The Smiths, not really an 80s band in my mind. Tom Waits, not an 80s band. You know, Joy Division, Depeche Mode, like some of these things, like just because they had a popular song in the 80s, if they started like Aerosmith, they're not an 80s band.
Right.
They may have had some really popular songs in the 80s, but they were a 70s band. And so I don't count that. Talk.
Talk.
God, that sounds familiar, man. I can't think of what they made or what they did, but yeah, the Talk, the band sounds familiar. Anything?
Yeah, nothing new. Oh, Easy Lover, Philip Bailey.
What?
I mean, I don't know anything else Philip Bailey did.
Philip Bailey. Okay, so Easy Lover is Phil Collins and Philip Bailey.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because remember when we saw Phil Collins, he sang with the other guy.
Yeah. Yep.
So
you would think I would remember that.
So.
Yeah, there's so much of this shit that I have no idea what this is.
Like some of these, I'm looking at some of these bands that's on this one list here. I'm like, what the fuck? I've never heard of the Wipers. What?
I'm on the Wikipedia page for One Hit Wonders, and I just selected the 80s.
Marillion? I've never heard of Marillion. Halloween I've heard of. The Fall? I don't think I've ever heard of The Fall.
Whoa, Tough Enough? Haven't heard that song in ages.
But anyway, is it tough enough?
Yeah, by the Fabulous Thunderbirds. That's gotta be a one-hit wonder.
Candlemass? Like Black Sabbath's the 80s band? It's not really what I think of when I think of 80s band.
They got their start in the 70s, though.
Stevie Ray Vaughan is not an 80s band. Yeah. Dead Kennedys, Sonic Youth, Peter Gabriel, okay.
Like, Black Sabbath didn't get famous until the 80s, but they started in the 70s.
What about Husker Du?
I don't know Husker Du right off the top of my head.
So yeah. I think I got to do what you did. Oh, no, you roll the other. You do that, and you just kind of read them off to me. But yeah, so
Bruce
a lot.
Willis, respect yourself.
Did you say Bruce Willis, respect yourself?
Yeah.
Yes, Bruce Willis, you need to respect yourself.
I really, I know it's not, but I wish to God that were him covering Madonna's "Respect Yourself."
I can see him singing "Don't Go for Second Best, Baby." Just singing that song. Put your love to the test.
You know you got to. Yeah, I'd be all about that.
Yeah, so that would be, that's kind of interesting.
Oh,
what?
The Promise, When in Rome.
The Promise, When in Rome.
It's the song on the end credits of Napoleon Dynamite.
God, you know.
Sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say.
Oh, yeah, I do like that song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I was trying to think, I was like, When in Rome? Like, what? And I was like, yeah, I know that song. That is a good song.
Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Bobby McFerrin's done other stuff. I can't say that I know what it is. I'm gonna have to toss him into the one hits.
Okay. Pump Up the Volume.
Pump Up the Volume?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, so probably, yeah, Pump Up the Volume definitely is. Pump Up the Volume is. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume, dance, dance. Dude, that was like if you ever went like roller skating, go to the skating rink, pump up the volume. I was like, oh shit, you got to play that. I can't leave the skating rink till I hear pump up the volume.
When I was a kid, it was always the Space Jam theme.
Oh yeah,
just like such a shitty song.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
Come on a sleigh, and welcome to the jam.
Yeah, no, for me it had to be the other one there.
God, Con, I beg your pardon, I never promised you a rose garden. My mom used to listen to that.
I don't think I know that.
You're lucky. I beg your pardon, I never promised you a rose garden.
Okay, wait, what? What is this?
Was what?
This commercial in here. I'm sorry, I'm breaking in again. It's not the commercial so much as like what they're saying. It's like Adam and Eve, order now, 50% off our boredom buster. God, I'm so bored. I'm gonna go jack off. Yeah, that's gonna cure it. Like what?
I mean, it's a good way to kill some time. Let me just say.
Well, I mean, the Green Day says, when masturbation's lost its fun. Yeah. But yeah, as Weezer says, flip on the telly, wrestle with Jimmy. Yeah.
Okay, well, we've been going for an hour and 10 minutes.
Have we now?
We have.
Yeah, but this is fun.
This is a lot of fun.
Well, I mean, it's fun for me. I'm enjoying this. I think this is fun.
I'm really enjoying it, yeah.
Yeah, I can see where other people are like, no, you guys are boring the shit out of me. But now, I mean,
now they have a lot of songs they can check out.
Yes.
Good songs, good music.
Yes.
So
we're doing you a favor. This is a service.
Yeah.
It's like a PSA.
Bitch, you should be thanking us. But yeah, no, like legitimately, a lot of these are songs that we feel very fondly towards and have enjoyed quite extensively. So yeah, you should totally check them out.
Yeah, I do love my 80s music, man. Mm-hmm. And it's always nice to go back and listen to some 80s songs that I've completely forgotten about, or like I said, songs that I don't know the names of, and it's like, I like that song, I didn't know that's what it was called, or who did it. Because like, I'm never gonna remember fucking Kajagoogoo. Like, I'm never gonna remember Kajagoogoo. I mean, who does?
Yep.
So yeah, like, and then like Tarzan Boy, like I didn't remember Tarzan Boy. Like,
God,
again,
I love that song.
Who would? But I mean, I do like it, and I like now I remember like, oh yeah, Tarzan Boy. But other than that, I'm like, no, I don't know that song.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna start like listening to 80s music this week again.
No.
It's like now.
I'm sorry, did I do that to you?
Now I'm back on the kick, man.
Oh man, I've gotten you addicted back to 80s music. I'm so sorry. It was my plan. It was always my plan.
Yeah, you don't got any more of them 80s hits.
I just need a little fix of 80s music.
I'm good for it till payday.
I don't even know who the hell this is. Never Take Me Alive. I don't even know if I know that song. What the fuck is that?
But yeah, I think we should probably call this an episode.
Are you tired at 4 o'clock in the morning?
A little bit. And it's also that it's an hour and 10-minute long episode, so.
But it's 80s music, man. They deserve that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm fine. But so the whole point of this podcast was to talk about like one-hit wonders. And I am listening. We're naming off all these bands, and we specifically went to 80s bands.
Yeah,
we could have gone to like one-hit wonders, like someone like Skee-Lo.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Yeah, no, you deserve to be called a one-hit wonder. I like what? There's nothing about that to me says that should have ever been a thing. Like, that's garbage.
Right.
And some other people that I'm like, yeah, that became like, what? How was that popular? I don't get that. But
yeah.
I think the one-hit wonders term was coined like at the time specifically for the 80s, like because that's when you had like all this rise and stuff, and then next thing you know, like all these people just kind of faded away.
Yep.
And I don't think these guys really necessarily need to be should be called one-hit wonders because they made the one song that you really know. They probably made some other music, but that song is really good.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like that's ultimately the point we were trying to make was there's a negative stigma surrounding it, but there shouldn't be.
Right, not at all.
There really shouldn't be, and you should never dismiss a song just because it's a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, unless of course it's Rockwell.
Even give them a listen. You may like it.
Yeah, no. I mean, just that one song. That's it. Just that one song. Nothing else. Like, yeah.
mean, that song was sampled by none other than Toby Mac.
Toby Mac?
Yeah. He was that, like, 40-year-old white Christian rapper.
I thought Toby Mac was like a country western singer.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, no, you got me there, buddy. Whoever it is, I'm glad I don't know them then.
Well, he was certainly not a one-hit wonder, I'll tell you that.
Oh, really? How many hits did he have?
It's several amongst the Christian community.
But what about among real people?
Well, I mean, it's not real music. Come on.
I really thought that you were gonna like kick me off the cliff with that one. You're like I said, real people, and you were like, they're real people talking. You're like, no, that's not real music. So it doesn't count towards real people.
No, you know I don't like contemporary Christian music.
So, okay, I got one for you. She's Like the Wind.
Yup.
Come on, man, that's Patrick Swayze, dude.
Wow. I not realized that was Patrick Swayze. Good lord.
Yeah, you sticking with that though?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm a tired man. I think I'm ready for bed.
Oh, okay.
It's 4:15. I'm a little drunk and I need you now.
Well, now I can't say yes, I'm going to go to bed too, because that's going to make things real awkward. So I'm going to stay up for the next hour and a half to 2 hours.
You can stay up, but I'm going to get some sleep. Anyway.
Hey, you know what came out in the 80s?
What?
Hangin' Tough.
Hangin' Tough?
Yeah.
The movie?
No. The song, man.
The song? What's the song? Speaking of which, who did Survivor? Eye of the Tiger. Was that a one-hit wonder? I don't know anything else by Survivor.
I kind of feel like I should, but no. Yeah, I don't know anything else about him either.
Okay, so that's probably pretty fair.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool.
Come on, you know Hangin' Tough, don't you?
Hangin' Tough? Not right off, no.
Oh, well, here. Let me let you close on this one. I'm gonna give you a little taste of this here.
There's a strong finisher here.
Yeah, man, buddy. What? Huh? Okay. I'm not quite sure why that popped up like that, but whatever, yo. Here we go.
Is it on?
Yeah. Okay. Listen.
Okay. Yes, okay. Yep.
Hangin' Tough.
Yeah, baby.
Like they don't know anything about Hangin' Tough.
God, yeah, okay. That's about all I need out of that.
You can take the headphones off now. You don't have to listen to the whole thing.
Get him off! Get him off!
It's like the mask from Halloween Season of the Witch. It's just have to melt into your face. Like the headphones won't come off. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. So, yep. I think it's more of like this kind of turned to more of like we love the 80s. But I think we still proved our point. Like you can't call anybody that did something that was really good and still has some longevity to it. You know, even if they only make one song that you really know, you can't really call it, I think, like a one-hit wonder because, like, yeah, they had a lot of good stuff there. I mean, a lot of songs we like that I don't really think that's fair.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yep. But anyway, yep. So this was a fun one.
Yeah, man.
I have been Acomi.
And I am always as Turk182. And you can find me right here on Our Moms Think We're Funny. And you can also find me on Twitter sometimes doing some Twittery stuff at Turk182_KE.
And you can find me pretty much anywhere at Acomi Draws.
And when you say anywhere, what are those anywhere places?
Oh, social media platforms. I've purchased the domain for AcomiDraws.com, but I haven't done anything with it, so you won't find anything there yet. But
Deli counter at Piggly Wiggly.
next to the dumpster behind the 7-Eleven with the crackhead.
Yeah. He's a nice guy. I mean, not that I look down on him.
He's a sweet guy. Yeah, he means well.
Yeah. And you can also
hanging out in the men's room at the theater.
Yeah.
Smoking.
Yeah. Shit, I was gonna say something else now, but you took it away from me now. And you can also find me and sometimes Acomi on the other podcast, In the Gutters, the comic book podcast that I host with Wall Crawler 1. And hang around here for some more of our Monster Grow Funny podcast. And we also have our Let's Watches, and then we have our Mom Synchro Funny podcast segments like You Should Watch and you Shouldn't Watch. What are we saying?
You probably shouldn't watch.
You probably shouldn't watch. There you go. You probably shouldn't watch, amongst all our other things. And do we have anything else we need to add on there?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So that's it. All right, everybody. Enjoy yourselves. Listen to more podcasts. Please give us a review or a rating, and both. We always like 5 stars. It goes 6 if you need to. Wait, no, because that means you have to do 5 and then a 1. That would cancel each other out. So you have to do 5 stars.
Just create 2 accounts and give us 2 5-star
I
reviews.
do like that. I like that.
Yeah.
And follow us on wherever you find your podcast. We are just about everywhere. You can find us on, of course, our host site, Anchor FM. You can also find us on Google Play, and you can find us on Pandora and iHeartRadio, Apple Music, and there's a bunch of like Castbox and Radiocast and all kinds of stuff. So we are just about everywhere.
Yeah, just can't get rid of us.
Yeah, man. So I was gonna make another comment, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna besmirch our good name.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's where we are, and look for us there.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
Later, y'all.
All right, hey everybody. Just like I say, be safe. Take care of everyone's around you, and just keep hanging tough.
Vote Kanye 2020.
Yeah, Yeezy.
All right there, folks. That was Our Moms Think We're Funny. Let's give them a hand.